Welcome at the real-time operations course of professional education here at TU Delft. We are sitting here real-time on the teaching lab of the TU Delft, where we all work together to make this happen, these online courses. And we now sitting in the second phase of the full system approach of how to do railway in an integral approach. What we do now is real-time operations, and we look exactly how it works in a complete system, you as a passenger or freight. And we divided this course in 6 weeks, and I like to go on with a small introduction. What do we present to you and what can you expect? So for example, in the first week we look for stakeholders and markets. We look for the passenger trains, the markets about freight trains, how make the combination and what is the value and what are the struggles in that area. So it is more or less an introduction about the full world of operations. When we look at the second part in week 2, we look at the timetabling, because you need a timetabling, otherwise you don't know when the train will come or arrive, whatever. You have to know exactly how much time you need per train, so you can make a planning. And that planning is just a theoretical planning, so you know the timetable as you know when you are a passenger on the station. And what is their interaction? Because you can make a nice table of timetabling, but you also need infra capacity, and that combination, it must fit, otherwise you have nothing. So you need more than just only a timetable. So we like to explain that in week 2. Week 3, we go for the daily operations of train. Because yes, you can have some disruptions, of course, or you have a problem, or there's a broken train, or you have a broken switch. And then you also have to make a predefined solutions how to continue when you have a problem in this capacity. And that's also very nice to know how this works, because it is very complex, and we like to show that in week 3. When we go on for week 4, we go for re-evaluating of the decision making. And that's exactly what is just a next level of complexity. Because you can say, okay, I have a predefined solution, I have problems, so I take plan B or plan C. But the question is this a wise decision? So when you have a disruption and you have a problem to redefine all the trains which are just in the traffic jam, how to make the right decisions so the traffic jam is as soon as possible go away and you can go on with your operations. So that's a little more than just following the book, I would say. And that's, I think, the real interesting part, to see are there alternatives to make and how to do that, and what is this related with all the rest of going on with train operations. Then, week 5, we go for optimization, the capacity. Because capacity is really an issue nowadays. Why? Because we have more trains, more passengers. We have in Holland, for example, a growth of more than 30% of passengers in less than 10 years. So how to make this capacity go on, and what to optimize, what are the technical options and how to do it. For example, we use ERTMS, and is this really the solution to have this as a capacity, so you get capacity, or is it just a first step? And last, you go for the final case. A final project you take, and we take as an example Amsterdam Central Station, and we just play around what you learned in the first 5 weeks and how to do this and how to go on with operations in the full system of railways. Enjoy!